All right, welcome back to the show, everyone, and well, welcome to the fourth quarter of the 1986 NBA playoffs. This is game 2 of the Bulls versus Celtics in the first round. Jordan had 49 points in the first game, and this is Jordan's notorious 63-point game. We got to see him kind of dominate in the first and second quarter, fell asleep a little bit in the beginning of the third quarter, but came back alive. And outside of that, there's been a lot of other stuff going on. A lot of people in foul trouble on both teams. Bill Walton's been dominant. Let's see. Jordan's been doing great for his team and outscoring the heck out of the Celtics when it comes to perimeter stuff. But in the paint, yeah, the Celtics have absolutely annihilated them. Offensive rebounds, second chance points, just dominating the paint by blocking the hell out of everybody. It's been a pretty wild game so far. So, here's the confusing part. There's an hour left in this game, like video-wise, and we're heading into the fourth quarter. So, I might have to split this up into two parts. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it goes. We'll see where the time is by the time this goes into overtime. So, all right, you guys, please leave this video a like. As I always do, I'm linking the original video from Hoops History 26 down below in the description. You also see a list of channel members. Shout out to every single one of you, especially on a video or a series of videos like this. You know, it really does feel cool knowing that, like, okay, the NBA is going to take the ad revenue for this, but the members got my back. So it's really cool because this is after all the editing and everything, this is pretty much a full day adventure for me. So it's really nice of you guys, and I really appreciate y'all. Guys, without further ado, we got a lot of basketball left. Let's get right into it. Here we go.
Let's have a review of this ball game. Chicago, sparked by Michael Jordan, 17 first-period points, took an 8-point bulge over the Celtics. Second time in the series they've had that lead. Larry Bird had 12, as Chicago's lead was cut to 7. Danny Ainge was the spark plug in the third period.
Yeah.
Bill Walton has done a great job off the glass the entire game, as the Celtics have inched closer to 91-88. But to the Chicago Bulls' credit, no matter what happens, as you look at the shooting story the rest of the way, and
the Celtics don't go away.
Got hot so far in that third period, that the Bulls have showed poise in withstanding several thrusts by the Celtics at this time.
Giggity. And that's been the story of the game so far, you guys.
And believe that philosophy.
The Bulls have had the lead, but the Celtics will not go away.
Defense. And he's spreading it out so that the Celtics are forced to play that type of defense.
Oh, good look by Bird.
Larry Bird.
Yeah, too
Gets
easy.
the first points to start things off. He has 26 in the ball game. Jordan with 36.
Did I just hear that?
To start things off, he has 26 in the ball game.
You know how crazy that is, guys? He went scoreless in the first quarter, and he's already caught back up to 26.
Jordan with 36 is the high scorer in the game. Jordan has scored 85 points in the 2 playoff games.
Not bad,
guarded
MJ.
by Seasting into Green.
Oh, good play.
Green is fouled. There's that spring that Sidney Green has inside.
I mean, that was cool, but
a heck of a
that
pick
pass
by
was great.
Robert Parrish to free Bird. Gene Banks has to roll off, but Bird still has time to get the shot away.
Yeah, Corzine needed to
Bird,
contest
as we
that.
say, only needs a half inch.
Foul was on
Giggity.
McHale, his third. Sidney Green has been in a shooting slump the last month, trying to work his way out of it at a very tough time to do it. Playoffs against Boston.
But this is a low post option that I think has been very fruitful for them in prior ball games. He can go over, Sidney Green can go over Kevin McHale.
Celtics looking to tie it again. Dick
I don't know
Stockton and
about
Tom
that.
Heinsohn, fourth period.
Kevin McHale
Game
blocking
2,
everybody.
best of 5. Celtics won the opening game, and they're in a dogfight here against Chicago, trailing 92-90.
Ooh, good
Diving for
hustle.
the loose ball is Gene Banks, but the Celtics still keep possession. Chicago trying to do what only one other team has done all year, beat the Celtics here at Boston Garden.
Yeah, you heard that right, you guys. The Celtics have only lost 1 game at home all year.
You have to keep your mind together, Gene Banks, and playing a Larry Bird.
That's how good
particularly
this
in the
team
Boston
is.
Garden. You know, if they throw 9,000 picks for Larry Bird to get 1 shot, and Banks has the utmost respect for Bird. He says he's the craftiest guy he's ever played.
I just realized what a brag this is to put, like, your opponents have to look at this as they're playing you.
Against.
With that 15 NBA World Championships.
He learns something new for his own game every time he plays it.
That's psychological warfare. Bird, the bomb. Damn!
Hits a three-pointer.
Yeah, he normally doesn't have to shoot from that range, but the shot clock was running out. Damn,
and the Celtics have their first lead since the opening basket of the ball game. Dennis Johnson steals it from Jordan.
That's not good, MJ. Get it back.
Inside to Parrish. And traveling call against Robert Parrish.
Ooh, you guys got lucky there.
Inside to Parrish.
I can't see his feet.
And traveling call against Robert Parrish.
I can't tell.
Here is the three-pointer with the clock running down.
It comes by accident here. Bird has to pop out as you really, they could have called a foul. Instead, Bird, as the clock is winding down, has to let it fly, and he hits it.
So
right.
MJ, we'll see
MJ, you
how
gotta make up for that last
responds to that knockdown punch by Larry Bird. Bulls with it, trailing by 1. Minute and a half gone by in the fourth period.
Ooh, good play.
And a foul. Michael Jordan is fouled.
Yeah,
by
DJ's been playing MJ really well.
Dennis Johnson, and that'll be number 5 on.
But he's in foul trouble.
Dennis.
Oof,
So
might have to
Johnson
bring
with
Ainge
5.
back in soon.
Bill Walton on the bench with 5 fouls, and now he gets off the bench.
Jeez.
And Robert Parrish playing with 4, and Parrish will sit down. Parrish today has 6 points and 6 rebounds. There is Orlando Woolridge, who has 20 points in support of Michael Jordan's 36. Now 37 for Jordan.
I think he got almost all those points in the third
Michael
quarter,
Jordan.
too.
Well, you cannot stop him because he handles the ball so much, and they so much a percentage of
14 for 14 from the line.
of the offense is designed for him to just get the ball and score.
14 for 14 from the line.
Yes, sir.
Chicago regains the lead.
Get it.
Hale going in. And is fouled.
Damn, foul on MJ?
Bring up to date on the story involving Michael Jordan. He missed 64 games of the season, and the Chicago management did not want him to play anymore. He had a broken left foot. He wanted to play. They said, okay, you can play. They wanted to limit his minutes, and they did. However, he had to sit down with 30 seconds to go and the game on the line against Indiana. He wanted to play. The crowd howled, and Michael Jordan put his foot down and said to the Chicago Bulls management, I'm going to play basketball. That's what I am, a basketball player.
Yep.
And they had to back down, and Jordan has played. And one of the great tributes to integrity and credibility in this sport is on the shoulders of Michael Jordan, I believe.
You heard it right there. It's not me saying this stuff. He earned it. He already earned it in his second year by doing this. Like, the guy was fighting to get out onto the court, fighting his own organization to allow him to play. It's wild. Most people would just say, screw it. We'll try again next year. I'll fully recover my foot. Him? No. He was like, I got to get my team into the playoffs every year. And he did it. He did it.
I think
He did it every year he was a Bull.
For him to stand there, he loves to play the game, and he wants to be on a winning team.
Yeah. He wants to help the
Nearly
team.
2 minutes gone by in this final period. Boston by 1. Chicago is led virtually all the way.
Money.
Jordan banks it in, and Jordan with 40 points.
That's a
He had
hard shot.
49 in game 1.
That's a really hard shot.
Seesting went out, Ainge came back in, and Ainge has ended up with the defensive assignment now.
Oh, again.
Give and go. Bird to Dennis Johnson. Corzine the rebound.
Guys, how many times have we seen that?
Ainge is going to guard Jordan now.
Sidney Green. Bird. Dennis Johnson.
We're running. Kevin
Hale
McHale
crashing
battling.
the boards. Who wants it?
What was that? Wait. Where's the ball?
Who wants?
How, what? What? Is that? Is Kevin McHale shooting it while he's laying on his back?
Who wants it?
What the hell was that play?
He was almost on his back,
Yep.
Tommy.
That's what happened
He's
then.
going to get a foul on the play, too, but no whistle.
How'd he make that? That was the best shot of the game so far. What was that?
Celtics by 1. 3 minutes gone by, fourth period. And a foul away from the ball. Here it is.
Oh, good.
They're really banging on the boards. McHale trying to keep it live. Bird knocks it away. There's McHale, gets submarine, gets shoots the ball.
What is this?
And it should have been a foul.
Hell of a shot.
Astonishing shot by Kevin McHale. Tommy, let's see that shot by Kevin McHale again.
Yeah, why
That'll
not?
be in all the highlights tonight at 11.
You'd think it would be, right? But no, this did not make the highlights. It was all Jordan because of the 63.
Well, it's like a quarterback throwing a touchdown pass as he's going
That's wild.
down. I've seen Larry Bird do some amazing things. We're going to see another angle. It probably look better from this angle, of course. Look at that. I mean, didn't know what else to do with the ball than get it up there, hoping that the whistle would blow.
Yeah, that's true. He's hoping for an and one.
Basket, but no foul.
We expect more of the same as the playoffs move on next Saturday, 3:30 Eastern. And a doubleheader on Sunday, beginning at 1 o'clock Eastern. Great stars of the game, and you'll see them on CBS.
Chuck.
All the way to the NBA Finals, which you'll see exclusively on CBS as the drama just begins. 9:02 remaining. The foul was on Danny Ainge, his fourth personal foul. It's been seesaw now, 6 lead changes, but most of them in the last 2 minutes. Jordan working against Ainge now. And Jordan, if he was hit on the hand, it looked like he lost control of the ball, but he was pushed. And if that's on Ainge, that's 5 on Dan. That is. Did McHale have an assist on this?
Well, Danny is trying to stay one-on-one with him, bodies him. That's the wrong thing to do to body him. And then,
No, you can't do that. You could do the forearm to the chest. You can't do a forearm like
Danny is trying to
this.
stay one-on-one with him.
Yeah, look at that.
Bodies him. That's the wrong thing to do to body him.
Yeah, and he's moving forward at the same time. Okay, I didn't see it live, but
McHale pushes Ainge into Michael Jordan.
oh, did he? Hold up.
Well, Danny is trying to stay one-on-one with him.
Oh, wait.
Bodies him. That's the wrong
Oh, McHale is shoving him into it. That's not Danny's fault.
thing to do to body him. And then
Why'd he do
McHale
that?
pushes Ainge into Michael Jordan.
Kind of surprised by that from Kevin McHale.
That was on Ainge.
I mean, good catch by the ref, though.
Fouls called on the 2 guards defending against Jordan right now. They're trying to save Dennis Johnson for the stretch against Michael Jordan. Having Ainge play him now.
42 points. That's what you want. You want Dennis Johnson to be there down the stretch.
Yeah, for
he
sure.
He has 5 on the bench. Inside to McHale. See you later. You overplay against McHale, and he gets the ball. Just count it. And the Celtics regain the lead.
Yeah, if McHale has good position down low, it's over.
Boston is really having trouble getting pace going because there's so much poise right now by the Bulls to get the shot they want.
Jordan misses. Woolridge has the rebound. Chicago Bulls are playing as if they've been in the playoffs every year for 10 years. Sidney Green misses, and finally the Celtics get it, and McHale the rebound. The Celtics' biggest lead was 2-0, and now they can open up a 3-point lead. Walton.
Oh, Walton with the speed.
Passes to Bird, doubled quickly. Good rotation for Chicago. Dennis Johnson into the ballgame. Sidney Green is fouled. Going
over to
for
back
the ball
Larry
with
Bird.
7:50 remaining. Stan Albeck's reaction to the action.
I like the way his tie flops up and down. And he's got a hop in his step.
Damn,
too,
man.
Larry Bird with his 4th personal foul.
Yeah, that was over
Look at
the back.
the litany of fouls we've got here. We've got
They're in the penalty already.
Walton with 5, Ainge with 5, Dennis Johnson with 5, Harris with 4, Bird with 4.
Maybe that's what that isolation game is doing, is drawing attention to the individual one-on-one defender. And the move for Casey Jones might be to try and really take the ball out of the hands of a Woolridge or a Michael Jordan with double teams.
Yeah, a double team at the perimeter where Jordan catches it would be a great idea.
To go, and a lot can happen, but here's a team, the Chicago Bulls, who lost 52 games. This is the first time a team has made the playoffs with 50 or more losses.
But to be fair, no, I agree with what the Celtics are doing, because at this point, Jordan wasn't that big of a threat with a deep ball. So you don't want to trap him out there. You want to just trap him every time he gets into the paint, force him to take some bad shots. Yeah, I think that is the better method.
The Bulls did it in '68, and they're tied in Philadelphia.
You kind of dare him to shoot back then, you know?
You want to use the old cliche, backs against the wall. They're against the wall now. Can't afford to go down 2-0. Two more games coming up. Bird goes for
Damn,
three.
Bird. Freaking Bird.
Celtics lead 102-100. They were down by 1. Now they're up by 2. 32 points for Larry Bird.
Yeah, Bulls look like they're running out of gas a little
Bird
bit.
and Jordan at the start.
Oh, no.
Paxson has a shot blocked, and Ainge will get an easy basket.
Uh-oh. It's getting away from him.
Holbeck wants a timeout.
Yep, that's what great teams do, man. As long as they stay close, they're within striking range. The rest is muscle memory.
With 7 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the fourth period, the Boston Celtics have their biggest lead of the ball game now. 4 points.
A Venus flytrap defense. They invite you in, close up on you, and then chew you up and spit you out.
I know.
And out comes the ball, and the Celtics converted that into a fast break opportunity with nobody on Danny Ainge for the layup. Now, this type of Boston trying to create tempo at this point.
The best example I can think of is think about what Boston and also what San Antonio did to LeBron in LeBron's first stint with Cleveland in the playoffs. They played the exact same strategy there. So they're daring him to drive the ball to the basket. The second that he would do it, they would just trap and swarm all over him, make him regret that, thus forcing you to be a jump shooter from the perimeter, which was his weakness. And at the point here, Jordan was a much better perimeter shooter than I would say LeBron was back then, but this was still considered Jordan's weakness in '86.
Got to do it with defense. Chicago has really got the pace of the game exactly where they want it.
John Paxson guarded by Dennis Johnson. Michael Jordan guarded by Danny Ainge, who's shadowing him. They're isolated.
Game of isos right now.
Isolation. They double team now. Walton has come out to meet Jordan. Jordan trying to use his quickness, and it works. Michael Jordan with 44 now on the ball.
Yeah, that was a mismatch with Walton on him.
Afraid to foul that time. Backed off Jordan a little bit.
Walton with 5.
Yep.
Next foul, and he's gone. Oakley in there, guarding Walton.
So keep it in mind. I don't know if he does it or not, but it would be really wise of Jordan to go at Bill Walton every time he can. Just get him out of the game at this point.
Woolridge on Bird. Bird with 34.
Bird's cooking.
Bird didn't get his first points until 15 and a half minutes.
Yeah, he's been cooking since the second quarter.
The game. And the
34 points in 3 quarters.
Have not disappointed a soul.
Not even. Not even 3 quarters.
Walton trying to double now, picking up Jordan. Jordan isolated one-on-one. They come around. Basket, no.
Ooh.
No basket. The foul before.
He's like, thank you, Larry. I love that. By the way, why was Walton on him again?
Is fouled out of the ball game, I believe.
Oh.
Walton is fouled out of the ball game.
Yeah, why did they do this? Hold up. Because now there's a different perspective on this play, because we've all seen this play before.
Disappointed in a soul.
Hold on. All right. Okay. Jordan's got catching the ball out here in the perimeter.
Walton.
Oh, they switched. Bill Walton shouldn't have switched. You shouldn't have switched on that. You get what you get now.
Trying to double now, picking up Jordan.
Yeah, that was a mistake, Bill.
One-on-one. They come around. Basket, no. No basket. The foul before. And Bill Walton is fouled out of the ball game, I believe. Walton is fouled out of the ball game and has played tremendously for the Boston Celtics today.
Little pick and roll action forces Walton to end up with Michael Jordan. And
I got to be real. I don't think that was a foul.
Alertly knows that Walton.
It's hard to tell when it's happening that fast in live action, but I don't think that was a foul on Bill.
Foul trouble and has a good opportunity to take it to the hoop. Now Walton's kind of bumped him.
I mean, yeah, a little bit. but
before the shot was taken.
Jordan misses the first.
He finally missed
Walton,
the free throw.
10 points and 15 rebounds today. Jordan hit his first 16 from the line before he missed there.
Let me know what you guys thought about that one. Was that a foul to you? Like, I'm talking an 86 foul, not a 20-25 foul.
Both of them. That's the
Timestamp it, you guys, in the comments.
I think it might be, Dick.
We could all join in.
But you got to miss some free throws once in a while. I think Jordan right now, they did a great job of not asking him to do too much too early.
Just under 6 minutes to go, fourth period. Celtics leading by 4.
Foul on Jordan.
They call the foul away from the ball.
I mean, you just did the same thing that Bill Walton did, but you did it on Bird. So, yeah, you're going to get that. You're going to get that whistle blown. What's
Michael
that, 3
Jordan.
on MJ?
2 fouls on Jordan.
2 fouls. He literally just
Harris
gave a
in
good
the
old
ball game.
forearm
He's
to
playing
Bird's
with 4
back.
fouls. Bill Walton fouled out of the ball game. Dennis Johnson is playing with 5. Bird
Double team. Don't triple team him.
Paxson gets back to Johnson.
Yeah, Bulls' defense is definitely a weakness here. Their double teams and their traps, they are really clumsy with it. Like, that wasn't supposed to be a triple team. Let me break it down real quick. Let's see.
Harris in the ball game.
Okay.
He's playing with 4 fouls. Bill Walton fouled out of the ball game. Dennis Johnson is
Ball's going to Bird. This is obvious who's got the double team here. Right there. You fill in the gap. You close in. Like, this should be a no-brainer, guys.
with 5.
But no, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? This is where the play gets broken. What are we doing here?
Bird triple teamed all of a sudden. Paxson gets back to Johnson.
Yeah, I know they didn't score, but that was a wide open look. You know what I mean? That's a coaching nightmare right there when you see this kind of a breakdown.
And a good, quick defensive move by Paxson.
Yeah, but DJ didn't swing the ball like they normally do to the wide open Danny Ainge, who's had a hot hand here.
Jordan
he
cuts
had
the Celtic
plenty of
lead
clearance.
to 2, and he has 46 points.
He just casually got 46.
Keep in mind, the Boston Celtics went into this game with a 41-1 record at Boston Garden, including Game 1 victory over Chicago on Thursday.
Funny thing is, in the first half, I was being a jerk and critiquing his shot selection. I bet his shot percentage right now is at like 60-something%.
Corzine on McHale.
Good double, good double.
Harris.
There you go, you guys. That's what it's supposed to look like.
In Chicago, knowing when to double, alertly playing good team defense.
Confusing them. They're not. The Celtics are not aware all the time of where the double is actually coming from and who the open man is.
Bird winds up
what
with
a
the ball
pass.
and gets it to Ainge. 3-on-1 Boston. Johnson to Ainge.
What was it called? Foul on the ground?
Chicago foul as Ainge is slow getting up.
Bodies everywhere.
This is kind of playoff intensity as John Paxson.
You know, there was a pretty good no call on Bird with that outlet pass. Was going down when he made that outlet pass. They easily could have called a foul on that, but the Celtics still didn't get a hoop out of it and not a free throw either.
Harris gets free.
How did that one happen?
But the Celtics still didn't.
I mean, I don't know about this double team, you guys. I don't agree with this double team whatsoever.
Get a hoop out of it and not a free throw either.
Harris gets free. Harris with only 8 points in the ball game, his first point since the opening period. But it's good enough to give the Celtics a 4-point lead, 108-104. Nearly 4.5
Same
to play.
spot,
Jordan
short.
is short. McHale
Get
lead
that.
pass.
Pax. Oh, my God. Whoa.
Play. Jordan is short.
Look at the sacrifice.
McHale lead pass.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Holy crap. Oh, man. Okay. Does Pax want to win? Yes. Yes, he does.
Knocks it over, and Ainge was hit in the eye. Jordan brings it up. Ainge staggered for the moment, and a foul called against Bird.
Damn, bro.
Paxson was shaken up, and so is Danny Ainge.
That was a collision on that long McHale outlet pass.
Does he get undercut?
Athletic move here by Paxson to go over the top of Ainge.
No, he really didn't get undercut. Oh, he popped him in the face right there.
And then Ainge gets hit in the jaw by Paxson's elbow, and Paxson really took a header too. 2 down and 8 to go.
Yeah, no fouls. 86 basketball was wild.
Larry Bird was called for his 5th personal foul.
Wow, whoa.
I have never seen as many fouls called in a game like this.
And the funny thing is they're pointing out extra fouls that aren't being called constantly, the commentators. It was just a very physical game.
On this outlet pass right now. Somebody's got him. They're holding him. That's where I said before they could have called the foul.
Corzine.
They're going Corzine, which wasn't called, and it was like maybe a good no call because the officials felt that the Celtics had a good fast break advantage.
Yeah, I think it was a good no call.
Missing from the
Tell you
line
the truth.
as of late. Something they can't afford to do here. Trailing by 4 with 4:23 to go.
There you go.
1 out of 2 for Charles Oakley. So Bird
Keeping that 60-something% average.
Dennis Johnson has 5. Walton is fouled out of the game. Parrish, who has 4s on easy street compared to the others. 4:11 remaining.
Oh,
Bird.
again.
Parrish blocked. A block by Woolridge, I believe, or Jordan. We'll check. Chicago with a chance to cut it to 1.
What a morale builder that defensive stint was for the Bulls.
Jordan.
Oh, why'd you
Looks like
stop
lately the
dribble?
Bulls have been going
Take him
to Jordan
one-on-one.
like they did at the start of the
Go
last
baseline.
game.
Yep, there it is.
Here he is.
There it is.
Move in the basket.
There it is.
What a morale builder that defensive stint was for the Bulls.
Jordan. Looks like lately the Bulls have been going to Jordan like they did at the start of the last game. Here he is, the move in the
Nice.
basket.
That's what I was trying to look at when I caused the glitch. All right. I wanted to look at this one-on-one. Apologies, you guys.
Was for the Bulls.
Jordan.
Okay. So he's going to
Looks like
catch the
lately
ball
the
on
Bulls
the
have-
perimeter. Yeah, it's still wild that he's going to go here. But it just made sense to go baseline. Because if he goes wide, they're all going to push him out. You know? So it's just... I couldn't have done this. MJ did it, though.
Been going to Jordan like they did at the start of
Bang.
the last game. Here he is, the
This is
move in
quick.
the basket. And it's a one-point game as Stan Albeck urges his team on. 108-107, that much time to go in the fourth. This is not the time, though. I mean, I don't know, Tom, what do you think to ignore the other guys because you're going to need somebody.
Well,
Did Jordan do it himself?
I think Jordan is the guy to go to right now at this phase portion of the game. But the Celtics got to find somebody.
Oops.
Ainge with a fake on
Good fake.
Corzine.
Good shot.
Hits the shot. 3-point lead again for Boston.
It looks to me like the Bulls are going to double anything down low that the Celtics try to use McHale or Parrish. So it may end up in a lap of Danny Ainge and Dennis Johnson to win this ball game for the Celtics.
Oops.
Jordan beating Corzine.
What was... Whoa, Corzine made that.
Corzine, they've rarely gone to him. 6 points in the game
All right.
for the veteran. And it's 110 to 109. But it's been the Bird and Jordan show. Bird with 34. Michael Jordan has 48 on top of his 49 in game 1 on Thursday night.
Using that little pick and roll beautifully up top, Jordan and Corzine.
There's the time.
I mean, that was a pretty
McHale.
awesome shot by Corzine. That was a good position.
This is the shot.
Rare
And
miss
the
from
rebound by Oakley. And now Chicago
from
looking
McHale
to
there.
take the lead. Bulls led most of the way. 11-point bulge in the first half. A 10-point lead in the second half. Celtics have fought back. Jordan, short jumper.
There it is.
And it drops. And 50 points for Michael
Well,
Jordan.
now I know how Jordan's going to get all these points because he needed a lot of points to hit that 63. That's they're going to have just a ball in his hands. He's not playing off ball anymore because the ball was not getting in his hands easy enough, especially when DJ was guarding him. He did a great job with Jordan off ball.
That's what Dominique Wilkins had for the Atlanta Hawks yesterday.
You get him moving left, and he's still, you think you're going to have an advantage. He's got to bring the ball back to you, but his leaping ability normally takes you right over the top.
11 on the clock. Into Parrish. Foul.
Foul on MJ.
Jordan is saying it was before the shot.
I don't know about that one, MJ.
And that will result in a timeout with 2:10 to go on the clock of this heated affair. Tommy, let's see the Chicago Bulls do it at both ends of the floor in the sequence.
Well, you got to have a good rotating weak side of your defense. That's
Yeah,
Michael
good
Jordan.
job, MJ.
and he ggets over there beautifully to start, and that was a morale builder. Then he comes up the other end, and Kevin McHale playing poor defense, shows him the baseline with no help, and with that leaping ability, Jordan powers it through.
I know, that lightning
pick
speed.
And roll allows Corzine
look at his
to
shot.
get into the pack, and against Bird to throw up this swooping hook shot. So the heads of the Bulls are into this win.
2:10 remaining. 111-110, Chicago leading. Parrish, guarded by Oakley. Give and go to Danny Ainge and a foul with 2:01 on the clock.
Who was that one on?
And Charles Oakley has picked up his 5th personal foul.
Dang. Everyone's in foul trouble.
Virginia Union, who's been as good as any rookie the second half of this year. Better than most.
Yep, he was MJ's enforcer.
Rare miss for Danny Ainge, a 90%er from the line. Now we'll try to tie it up for the Celtics.
It's funny to think. This relationship started in '86 and they're still like best buddies.
Hockey kid loves to be in these type of situations.
I'm not your buddy, guy.
We want to welcome the audience that saw the Washington Bullets and the Philadelphia 76ers.
They're
This is
trapping
Dick
him?
Stockton and Tom Heizman. We're under 2 minutes to go.
I
in a
wouldn't do
tie
that.
game. The Celtics trying to take a 2-0 lead over the Bulls.
Is that the strategy, though? Are they going to trap him up
1-1
top?
now with their victory over Washington. Michael Jordan has been a sensational show again. 52 points for Michael Jordan. And Chicago leads by 2.
Man.
The leading scorers in this
What a
game.
good game.
Michael Jordan and Larry Bird. And the Bulls are within 134 of becoming only the second team to beat the Celtics in the Garden this year. Harris.
Well,
McHale,
didn't happen.
Offensive
Ooh,
rebound.
what a block.
Knocked out of bounds. Celtics wanted goaltending. Jordan knocked it out of bounds. No call from the officials.
Dick, we've seen the Bulls control the tempo of this game practically for the entire length, slow it down, and get the type of
Show that
offense
block
they
again.
wanted.
It happened too
And a
fast for me to
timeout
tell what the
called by
hell.
The Celtics. It's come down to this in the Boston Garden. Dick Stockton and Tom Heizman with 1:25 remaining in the final period, and the Chicago Bulls lead by 2. The timeout story and the fouls
Wow. Bulls
situation,
with 3 full timeouts still.
which has played a major role here. Bill Walton has already fouled out for the Boston Celtics. Dennis Johnson,
Crazy.
Danny Ainge, and Larry Bird have 5. Oakley with 5, and a host of people with 4. 4 may not be that much of a factor now unless we go into overtime. Want to remind you the final round action
We
of the Heritage
just
coming
might.
up next on CBS. Michael
Game
Jordan.
140. Jesus. Game 1, 49 points. So far today, 52 points.
Michael Jordan topped his first
The
game
hell?
effort. He has 52 points, and Roger Maltby has a 2-stroke lead at the Heritage.
What's wrong with this MJ dude?
Jordan, by the way, also 16 points in this period.
Did he even sit in the second half? I wasn't really paying attention. I don't think he sat down in the second half.
Celtics trying to
He did in
find
the second
matchup
quarter.
that can be the most productive. They try to use
Let me know,
McHale.
guys.
Corzine did a decent job on him. Now they're going to, I think, maybe go to Parrish.
10 on the clock. Double on Parrish.
There
Dennis
you go.
Johnson
Good
penetrates,
recovery.
draws the ball, and gets the basket. Big play by Dennis Johnson.
Now, see, they actually did it right this time, but it didn't matter. That was just better offense. But check it
Go
out.
to Parrish.
10 on
Good
the clock.
double. Now you got to see the commit come in right here and switch over. And he's going to get there.
Double on Parrish. Dennis Johnson penetrates.
But
draws
that's
the
just-
ball, and gets the basket.
that was a hell of a
Big play
shot.
by Dennis Johnson.
But that's what you want. Because that's not a good shot.
Can you imagine
It just
he didn't make the All-Star
it went
team?
in.
There may not be a more clutch backcourt performer in the league all around than Dennis Johnson.
Yeah,
As
DJ.
a double team, they left Dennis Johnson, and he
that was
took
wild.
it to the pack. And Paxson did not get over there quite quick enough. Dennis scored, got a chance for the three-point play.
I mean, he had 3 defenders in front of him, and he still made the shot. I would just call that a hell of a shot.
Tough.
I've been complaining about the Bulls defense enough,
he's
but
6'5", and he's got
credit
that
where credit's
solid
due.
body.
Well, he didn't take the outside shot. He took it to the hoop.
A tough penetrator.
Giggity.
Celtics by 1. All eyes on Jordan with 52.
Good shot.
Short.
Oh,
But
short.
there's Oakley fighting
Or blocked.
inside. No foul. Block. Robert
Nope,
Parrish
no fouls. I think he got blocked.
Celtics with under a minute to go have the
Take
lead
it,
by
take
3.
it, take the shot.
Make it 1-14.
Oh, what a pass.
Now it's 3.
All right, Danny.
Haynes to McHale.
Wow, what a fake. That was a hell of a play. What an unselfish play by Danny Ainge.
Kevin McHale.
He'll never be that open again in his career.
Down the middle of the floor. They get open. It's been the Celtics story this year.
I mean, he had me on that fake, too. I legit thought he was taking it.
You're going to see Danny Ainge make a very intuitive play to Kevin McHale. He's going to make it look like a shot to get the defense to relax, and just lays it out there as nice as can be.
That's great
for
basketball
Kevin McHale.
right there.
What a key pass at a key point in the ball game.
Next Saturday, 3:30 Eastern, and a doubleheader Sunday, starting at 1 o'clock. CBS will bring you the playoffs. Kevin McHale, the latest hero. And the Chicago Bulls have talked things over. 116 to 113, 45 seconds to go. Tommy?
Well, if it doesn't go to Michael Jordan, I'll be very surprised. But what they really have to do, the Celtics will be jumping at him, is on the shot by Jordan. If he misses, everybody bang the board.
Paxson.
Uh-oh.
Corzine in the corner, inside to Oakley.
Ooh, that was a good look. Good pass by Corzine.
Parrish. That'll be his 5th
good position by
foul.
Oakley.
5 on Robert Parrish.
And a 5th foul for Parrish.
So they went to someone else other than Michael Jordan and Casey Jones.
Well, they beat the Boston press, and here's Oakley underneath, and there was the foul on Parrish. Bird had a hand on the ball. Boston went up and challenged Michael Jordan.
Oakley is 66% from the line on the year.
Get in there, buddy.
4 for 5.
He's going to miss the next one. He's got to keep that average.
The rest of the
I think it was like 63% or something.
The Celtics wasn't into play. Good move by Paxson to create it.
And the Celtics lead by 2.
Yep.
And now Chicago has to play defense right here and not allow the Celtics to score and perhaps not to foul. They'll get another possession. 23 seconds and 11 on the shot clock. Bird guarded by Woolridge. Bird fires it up blindly.
Oh, big rebound. Oh, no.
Loses it to Oakley.
Oakley, you made up for that free throw, buddy.
And there are 8 seconds to go, and Chicago
down by 2.
Timeout with 6 on the clock. A 2-point ball game. Chicago. Larry Bird threw up a wild
they were like 3 seconds late on that timeout. Like, what the hell?
Parrish seemingly had the ball.
Either do it or don't do it.
Looking on as Oakley ultimately wound up with the ball.
That was a 4-hop play.
Yeah. Why'd you have to... Why are you jumping so much, man? Call the timeout. Call the timeout, then jump.
Stand right on it. Calls the timeout, but here's Bird being double teamed. I think he was really hoping he'd get a foul call that time. Parrish has the rebound, and a nice knockaway by Jordan.
Oh, yeah, it was, huh?
Parrish has the rebound.
Okay.
And a nice knockaway by Jordan.
That was MJ and Oakley right there.
Into the hands of Oakley. Well, they got the ball to the man they wanted, Larry Bird.
Well.
Not the best judgment.
Can you guys take a wild guess who's going to get the ball with 6 seconds left in the game in the playoffs? Down by 2. Here we go.
He thought he might have gotten fouled. That's why he let it fly.
Right. So 6 seconds to go, Tommy. The obvious thing is to let Michael Jordan do it, either outside or inside. He has a career high of 52 points. Tremendous effort by Michael Jordan. What are the options now for Stan Albeck other than Michael Jordan, or is that it?
Well, he's your #1 guy that can get by a man, but all the Celtics are going to be running at him. If they can get the ball to him quickly, they'll be able to get a shot, a quick shot, and a potential rebound. More for the fact that the Celtics will be concerned about him. That's why I want the ball in his hands and hope that he makes the shot. If not, you got almost a guaranteed shot at a good rebound opportunity.
Bulls have 1 timeout left. They led most of the way in this game, 11 in the first half, 10 in the second. Celtics whittled the lead. They were down by 3 after 3 period and open up a lead of no more than 4 points with 7 minutes to go and a little less than that, and Chicago fought back. had the score tied it a couple of times. They went back and forth.
No commercial break.
And now it's a 2-point
They stayed
game.
with the action on this one.
Kyle Macy takes his jacket off. You go for 3 and try to
52
gamble
points
and win
and
it
6
all
assists.
Well, you might, because the 3-point play for Kyle Macy is an easy shot, and that penetration by Jordan might create that, but he also may make the basket himself and get the foul. I got a couple of ways they can score 3 points here.
They have 1 timeout left, 6 seconds to go. Paxson will inbound. And now the Celtics call a timeout.
Yep.
Is there something they saw?
Did.
The lineup on the inbound play, I think, and who's in the ball game. They just recognized Macy was in there, I believe, and now they said, let's talk it over what we're going to do with Macy.
Now, what could they do with Macy? Now they have several possibilities for outside shots, Jordan and Macy being just 2 of them.
Well, by putting Macy in the ball game, what you have is the potential of the defense extending.
Yeah. Yep, and it makes sense. Double team Jordan. If you're going to double team Jordan, you got a shooter open.
All right, we'll be back with the finish.
Nope, now you got a commercial.
The Chicago
Listen to that
Bulls
Oregon
have
player
given
just
the
rocking
Boston
out.
Celtics a tremendous battle
Good old
today,
times.
but need 2 points to tie, perhaps 3 to win with 6 seconds to go. Michael Jordan with a career high of 52 points.
What? You guys hearing that? Da, 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 da. What's the name of that song, guys? Please put it in the comments. It's driving me crazy. Something on
the heels
fire.
of 49 in Game 1. Larry Bird with 34 points and 11 rebounds today. And talking about whether to go for 3 or 2, keep in mind that Bird
Chariots
has 5
of fire?
fouls, Parrish has 5, Walton's
Is that
out of
it?
the game. Chicago may be better off going for 2, but who knows?
They got Paxson and Macy in there. By having them in the lineup, that might extend the Celtics defense. Wedman is in for Boston.
MJ's out here. We used to do this all the time when I was playing too. And if I'm MJ, I'm popping out. Like I'm going whoop and catching the ball right here. Let's see what happens.
For defensive
I feel like
purposes.
Bird would know that though.
That's
Nope, that's it. Okay, pop out. All right. Here we go.
Celtics made. Michael Jordan working against Dennis Johnson. Clock running down. 3 seconds. 3-point shot. No good. And a foul. Late Sweet. A foul against Kevin McHale has been called by Middleton.
Oof.
With no time showing.
I gotta see that again, but real quick, just for those of you who don't know, back then, if you fouled a three point shot, it's only 2 free throws. It's not 3.
Kevin McHale can't believe it. Kevin McHale has been called for the foul on Michael Jordan from 8 feet beyond the 3-point line.
I have to see it myself.
Yeah, me too.
Here's Kevin coming all the way.
I can't tell from that.
And we didn't see what actually happened, but players do fake the foul.
He can tie it up here and send the game in overtime.
This is clutch time, by the way. Like these 2 free throws, regardless of what just happened, I would love a better look, but this is clutch time. These are some hard free throws.
No time remaining. He made his first 16, then missed 2 before he made the 1, and this is pressure.
That's crazy pressure.
Overtime in Game 2 of our best of 5.
Yep, if you didn't know, we're going to overtime, everyone.
And the Chicago Bulls are trying to do what only the Portland Trailblazers have done so far this year.
I do want to see that foul, though. Just in the pursuit of fairness here. Okay, guys, there's still 30 minutes left. I got to do one more part. So I haven't done the math yet. Maybe it'll be like 1 video every 5 hours. But I got to do one more part, or else it's going to be like a 2-hour long video here. So we're going to do overtime. I don't know why overtime is so long, but we'll find out together, I suppose. So you guys, I hope you come back for the next part. It's going to be a 5-part game. Yeah, we're doing it. So everybody, thank you so much for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. Y'all know the drill. Hit that bell if you want to get notified for the next one. Boy, oh boy, do I have a lot of editing I gotta do today. Oh man, oh boy, it's gonna be a busy day. All right, you guys, I am heading out. Shout out to members again. I really appreciate you all. Anybody considering being a member, it's because of those memberships that I'm willing to do stuff like this. Because, you know, it's pretty wild to do this knowing that like the NBA is gonna claim all the revenue. All right, I'm out of here, you guys. I'll be back with part 5. I just wanted to take a second to say thank you to everybody. Shout out to subscribers, shout out to members. This was something I've been thinking about doing since the very beginning of my channel, but I got a little slap on the wrist the first time I did it, so I've been scared to do it again. But here we are. So yeah, like I said, it's one of those things. I'm kind of doing it for free, but you members have my back, and this relationship is actually pretty cool. So I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy this as well. Because if you don't enjoy the full games, then you know I won't do them. But you got to let me know in the comments. Do you enjoy this? You know, you having fun here? Because I'm sure having a blast. This is just pure hoops. And there's nothing that I enjoy more than just talking about pure hoops. No drama, no anything else like that. Just talking about the game as I see it, as it's happening. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Like the vid on your way out. I'd appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. And most importantly, be water, my friends. Peace out.